We also discussed the situation in Syria. Minister Cavusoglu briefed me on Operation Olive Branch, and I'm grateful for Turkish continued transparency on this. We addressed the horrendous attack with chemical weapons in Douma. The North Atlantic Council met at the weekend to be updated on the joint military actions by NATO allies, France, the United Kingdom and the United States, to degrade the chemical weapons capabilities of the Syrian regime and to deter further such attacks. NATO strongly condemns the repeated use of chemical weapons by the Syrian regime as a threat to international peace and security. Those responsible must be held accountable, and we must do all we can to protect the international ban on the use of chemical weapons. There is no military solution to this conflict. Therefore, NATO fully supports the efforts led by the United Nations to achieve a lasting political solution to the conflict in Syria.
Sayın Bakan, sorum size olacak öncelikle efendim. Bugünkü görüşme...
The effect of the strikes has helped to degrade the chemical capabilities of the Syrian regime. It sends a clear message of deterrence, meaning that it shows that the international community reacts when chemical weapons are used, and it helps to protect the ban on chemical weapons. Let me also add that the use of chemical weapons in Douma happened in an area where the Assad regime operates with support of its backers, Russia and Iran. We have seen both intelligence, which has been shared with NATO allies, but we've also seen a lot of open sources, open media reports about the use of chemical weapons in Douma. And we've also had the World Health Organization reporting about civilians with symptoms consistent with the use of chemical weapons. So there was more than enough reason to act, and to not act would actually be to erode the ban on chemical weapons. We had to do the opposite. We had to uphold the ban on chemical weapons, and that's exactly the reason why NATO allies acted as they did a couple of days ago.
de Suriye başlarını ele aldığınızı söylediniz. Özellikle ABD öncülüğündeki Suriye saldırısının ardından.
Turkey really does a lot for our alliance despite facing serious security challenges. No other NATO ally has suffered as many terrorist attacks as Turkey. And you are the ally most exposed to instability in this region. Turkey generously hosts more than 3.5 million refugees, but you do not stand alone. NATO stands with you in solidarity.
Ardından Fransa Cumhurbaşkanı Macron'un dikkat çekici bazı açıklamaları oldu efendim.